Today, I drove from Dallas, Texas, all the way to Terlingua, Texas, just outside of Big Bend National Park. I arrived at my Airbnb. It's this nice little A-frame building with just with like a glass door and a beautiful view of the Chisos Mountains. Tomorrow, I will be heading up to Big Bend National Park and just doing a lot of things. I'm pretty excited. This is an area that I've been wanting to get to for a long time, and I had an opportunity present itself for me to come down here and spend a day at Big Bend, and I figured I would take it. Some of the stuff for tomorrow, I'm kind of thinking of, I want to do Lost Mine if possible. I know it's really hard to get a parking spot there. I know that's probably the most popular trail in the national park, so I'm kind of iffy on that. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't, because I don't really like popular trails. I want to do them, but unfortunately tomorrow will be a Friday, and I'm hoping that if I do it early enough, it'll be before the weekend crowds get here, but we'll see. I have no idea. But I want to check out Santa Elena Canyon. That's probably the thing I'm most looking forward to tomorrow, is seeing that, and being pretty much on the Rio Grande, because I've never been on the Rio Grande before. But yeah, I just thought I would check in. It's a very beautiful sunset. It's a little windy here, but not too bad, considering it was supposed to be a big wind storm, which may have already passed through, I'm not sure. So, I'm gonna get up super early in the morning to see if I can get to that trail. And I will see y'all in the morning. Alright, so here we are at the parking lot for the Lost Mine Trail. I got here about 30 minutes ago when it was still dark, because I was under the assumption that the parking for this trail was really hard to get because there's not a lot of spots, and it's one of the most popular trails in the park. And when I got here at 6:30 in the morning, I was the only one here. So a couple of cars have pulled up, and they were braver than I was and ventured out with headlamps and stuff. And I think I'm fixing to leave. Sun is up pretty good now. I didn't bring any bear spray or anything. To be honest, it didn't really cross my mind. So strike one, I guess. But letting these other hikers go ahead of me, maybe they'll push all the bears out of the way. You never know. So, but we're fixing to get started on the Lost Mine Trail. Probably the biggest hike for the trip, for sure. But I'm excited, so let's go check it out. You can see way down there in the road, around where the road bends around there, right there, that's pretty much the parking lot. So we've gone quite a ways. Seeing the sun hit the mountains as it rises is pretty cool. Just came over the ridge, and look at this. Wow. That is just absolutely gorgeous. Well, I'm on the Eternal Switchbacks. It's the last section of the trail, and it is the steepest section. I'm feeling pretty good. The views are, as we get higher, they're getting better. I've reached the end of the Eternal Switchbacks. Pretty much at the top. Gonna walk up this little ridge here and be rewarded with what I'm assuming to be some pretty awesome views. Alright, so I made it to the very end of the trail. It kind of stops at this little big pointy rock right here. And it goes straight down behind me. So this is it. Not gonna spend too much time up here. Got some other stuff I want to do today. But made it to the end of the trail, the Lost Mine Trail. Not too bad, with just rewarding views at the end. And honestly, the whole way up too, so. Look how big that boulder is. All the way over there. So yeah, so Lost Mine Peak. Casa Grande. And then just peeking over that peak right there that I don't know the name of is Emery Peak. Look at that. Amazing. All right, back at the truck. That was a very good hike. The views were just phenomenal. I'm glad that I did it the way I did, getting early in the morning, getting that head start. It turned into a trail with like 4 or 5 people on it. I passed everybody in the national park coming down. That's what it felt like anyway. But that didn't bother me. I'd already made my way up there and enjoyed the summit for what it was and everything. I guess it wasn't really a summit. It was a summit of the trail. So it was so nice. I would do it again. I'm gonna come back here eventually at some point with some friends and highly recommend this hike because it's absolutely gorgeous. So there's something outside of the mountains. There's a little canyon I want to check out. So we're gonna see if we can make our way over there. And then later, the last thing we do today will be Santa Elena Canyon. Just because, duh. You know, I have to see it. I'm at the lower Burro Canyon Trail. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do the upper Burro Canyon or the lower one. And I went with the lower one because my feet are still pretty wiped out from this morning. So this is a quick mile in and out to see some cool stuff. Santa Helena, all the way over there. Pretty cool. I'll go ahead and address the elephant in the desert. My rational fear of rattlesnakes are making me on edge for this trail. It's hot. They are out. I'm just waiting to step on one. Like, see, look at this. Somebody could be right there, and I'd have no idea. Cool trail, though. Nice little walk in the desert. It looks like I'm approaching the mouth of the canyon. Alright, well, here's the end of the trail for the lower Burro Canyon. When I was looking this up, I was thinking maybe there's a way that I can go from the lower one to the upper one. And seeing as how I can see all the way up there where the upper canyon ends, yeah, if I wanted to jump off 200 feet to my death, then sure, I could connect the two trails. Very unique area really cool. I'm actually impressed. Alright, so got done with the Lower Burl Canyon trail thing, whatever. Now I'm going to continue on the scenic drive and head to Santa Elena, which I'm actually looking at right now, way down there, where the Rio Grande cuts through that canyon over there. Alright, so the first stop on the scenic trail that I've done since leaving the Burro Canyon are the Mule Ears Viewpoints. It's this formation of rock that they call the Mule Ears, which, like, yeah, I can see it. Pretty cool looking. However, what garnered my interest a little more is this thing that I pulled up next to. What is this? It looks like a army minivan, like a Humvee, but a minivan variant. I don't know what this is, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know. It's a cool little spot. Things you see out here in Big Bend National Park. Santa Elena. Wow. This is very, very cool. I've never been down by the border before. This is a very beautiful spot. I will say this gap in the river makes the canyon. It reminds me a lot of the game Red Dead Redemption. The two giant towering cliffs that make up Pike's Basin, I believe is what it's called in the game. And then, not to mention Red Dead again, I think it's clear where Rockstar got their influence with the riding down the Rio Grande a mission where you go to Mexico. And even the, like, this spot right here, because that's all Mexico. That just looks like it very much resembles what the Mexican terrain looked like in that game. This is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. This is incredible. There's a trail that goes up into the canyon, but we'll not be doing that today. Alright, well that was Santa Elena Canyon, and wow, what a day. That might wrap things up. You'll notice I didn't do the trail back into the canyon. No, not today. I'll come back again and conquer all the stuff that I didn't do. Because I have a bigger trip planned for this place. Stuff that you can do that'll last more than a day. But for one day in Big Bend, I feel like I hit some pretty good spots. 2 pretty mainstream spots, and then 1 kind of low-key, pretty interesting. For a solid day, can't go wrong with that. It's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that if you haven't been to Big Bend, I highly encourage it. It's pretty out there. It is very, very remote. It is probably the most remote I've ever been at, doing any hiking or anything like that. This location is pretty awesome. I can finally check this one off the bucket list. Still got some places in Texas that I want to see, but this was a big one. I'm very, very, very happy to have come here today. Thank you guys for watching. Check back in the next video. I'll see you later.